Breaking news in the cryptocurrency world, the XRP army is preparing for battle after Ripple's CEO recently initiated an unprecedented 10 billion XRP burn. Beware, short sellers, XRP may reach $500 or higher in what may be the biggest squeeze in cryptocurrency history. Stay tuned because we'll be explaining everything in today's video, including why this move is revolutionary for the cryptocurrency market as a whole. Look at this amazing on-chain information. A huge transaction was just completed by Ripple, delivering 10 billion XRP to a dead wallet. If you don't know, a dead wallet is a destination address that has no private keys, which means that the XRP is permanently lost. That amounts to 10 billion tokens being taken out of circulation forever. It's a well thought out, accurate, and by no means random move. The cryptocurrency world is already seeing tremendous upheaval as a result of this action. However, what impact does this have on XRP's price? More significantly, why would Ripple want to burn so much of its whole supply? For a moment, let's stand back and consider the situation. When it comes to its token supply, Ripple has always been extremely strategic. If you have been following Ripple for a while, you are aware that they have previously unlocked escrowed XRP in order to control the supply that is in circulation. The Ripple community has also started a number of burn projects with the goal of raising scarcity and lowering inflation. Despite their importance, these efforts were never as large as this 10 billion XRP burn. What then is unique about this burn? This move by Ripple goes beyond simply cutting supply. The goal is to send a clear message to the market, especially to the institutional players who have been shorting XRP extensively. This is when the exciting part begins. The XRP community is beginning to speculate that Ripple is retaliating against the hedge funds and other entities that have been shorting the price of XRP by burning 10 billion XRP. Since a corporation rarely takes such a daring step to combat market manipulation, this decision has sent shockwaves through the financial world. Discussions and theories regarding the possible consequences of this big burn are rife within the XRP community. For those who might not be aware, short selling is the act of placing a wager that an asset's price will decline. In order to pocket the difference, traders borrow the asset, sell it at the present price, and then try to purchase it back at a lower price. It's a risky tactic that, should the market turn against the short sellers, could result in large losses. In this instance, short sellers have been placing bets against XRP in the hopes that its price will drop for months. They've been keeping a careful eye on market developments, searching for any indications of vulnerability to take advantage of. Their preparations were thrown off balance by Ripple's sudden move, but they may respond with their most recent burn. By acting so forcefully, Ripple is making it very evident to the market that they will not stand by and watch while their asset is attacked. The purpose of this strategic burn is to change the balance of power. They're going straight after the mechanics of supply by taking so much XRP out of circulation. Scarcity can result from this reduction in supply, and scarcity frequently raises value. It is a well-known economic theory. Prices often rise when supply declines and demand either stays the same or rises. This creates the conditions for a spectacular short squeeze and makes it harder for short sellers to manipulate the market. When short sellers are compelled to repurchase the asset at higher prices, the price of the asset rises even more, causing a short squeeze. This circumstance may result in sharp and quick price spikes. In essence, demand may increase sharply as XRP's supply contracts, and the price may skyrocket as short sellers rush to cover their holdings. This might cause the market to drastically change and send XRP's value skyrocketing. Traders and investors are keeping a close eye on everything in hopes of making significant profits. This kind of action has the potential to push XRP's price to previously unthinkable levels. The market is tense as it awaits the outcome of this audacious plan. It is possible that Ripple's choice to burn 10 billion XRP may shift the game and establish a new standard in the cryptocurrency space. What effect will this enormous burn have on prices? A lot of investors and financial professionals have been considering this subject. In essence, burning tokens lowers the quantity overall, which should theoretically raise the value of the tokens that remain. However, how big of an effect might this have on XRP? The possibility that XRP may reach $500 is quite plausible, according to a former trader for Citadel, one of the most prosperous hedge fund companies in the world. This goes beyond mere conjecture. It is predicated on in-depth market research and long-term trends. The dealer notes that a price spike could result from the combination of rising demand and decreased supply. Well, let's dissect it. Each token that remains in a cryptocurrency like XRP gains value when its supply is decreased. It's fundamental economics. Prices rise when there is less supply and constant or rising demand. However, supply and demand are not the only factors at play. The price of XRP may soar if institutional and ordinary investors start purchasing the asset due to a decreased supply and possible rise in demand. Significant price swings can be influenced by the financial might of institutional investors in particular. The market receives a powerful signal when they begin making bulk purchases. You are aware of how rapidly a price can increase when short positions are compelled to close if you have ever witnessed a short squeeze. As traders rush to cover their positions, the price may rise quickly, almost explosively. Although XRP isn't experiencing a short squeeze right now, the concepts are the same. When demand exceeds supply, there is a shortage. Furthermore, XRP isn't your typical cryptocurrency. It differs from other products on the market thanks to its special qualities and benefits. For starters, it has a compelling application in the field of cross-border payments, a huge sector that handles trillions of dollars worth of transactions every year. Financial players have adopted it, it has institutional support, and it is currently taking actions that have the potential to drastically alter the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. XRP's reputation and growth potential are increased by the fact that major financial institutions are already utilizing it for practical purposes. Massive growth for XRP is indicated by Ripple's continuous cooperation initiatives with banks, payment processors, and digital financial systems. These alliances are practical partnerships that increase the usefulness and uptake of XRP in the financial sector. They are not only showpieces. If XRP keeps gaining traction, $500 isn't just a pipe dream, it's a very real possibility, especially when demand rises exponentially and the burn decreases available supply. For XRP, the future appears bright, and those who make prudent investments may see significant gains. The basic line is that you're in an excellent position if you currently own XRP. If not, though, now is the moment to take action before it's too late. Hedge funds are rushing as the XRP army is already in motion. We are discussing a perfect storm. Retail FOMO is growing, shorts are trapped, and Ripple is preparing for a huge price spike. You could lose out on purchasing XRP before it reaches $500 or higher if you wait too long. You must purchase XRP before the price erupts if you wish to participate in this momentous occasion. The shorts are in, the squeeze is approaching, and the XRP army is prepared for battle. In summary, Ripple's 10 billion XRP burn is a targeted attack on hedge funds that have been shorting XRP and trying to influence the market, not just a basic cutback in supply. Ripple's daring action is intended to upend the status quo and make it abundantly evident to those who have been placing bets against XRP. This might lead to one of the biggest short squeezes we've ever witnessed, which would propel XRP to unprecedented heights and possibly have an impact on the whole cryptocurrency market. Investors are keeping a careful eye out for a big change in the dynamics of the market.